going on, guys? AJ back here with another video for you. We're out here in the shop after our last race weekend at Birch Run Speedway, where we had an okay showing. We definitely were faster than we have been all year, just comparative speed-wise at that track. These adjustments that we have been making have seemed to help speed-wise, but I know there's more in the car. So we're going to take this week and the majority of next week while we're getting ready for Whittemore to take some stuff apart, make sure nothing is bent that's preventing us from doing what we need to adjustment-wise, and just trying to figure out why this thing was so tight in the center. If you watched my last video, you can audibly hear the tires in the center of the corner, which is never great. So I think that's where we were losing a lot of our time. We were fighting that pretty much both days we were there, and I think that's probably due to us trying to find more speed, just trying to find that extra little in the shop. Sometimes experiments work, sometimes they don't. So I think this week we're gonna just go through everything, make sure everything's right, and we may end up going back to our baseline, restarting fresh, and then try to go from there, because we had a really good baseline for Whittemore when we had our sedan, and I've been experimenting with a lot of things this year, and we just have not gotten this car to feel as good as that did. So I think we're gonna try that, and then that way I kind of know what to do at the track, and we can try to get one win by the end of the year. We're in a little bit of a drought, and we've been having fun, been enjoying making content, and going to the track is fun, but dang, I want to win. So we're gonna go through this thing with a fine-tooth comb and just try to see if we can find that extra little bit. Greg, everybody up there at Whittemore has really stepped their game up this year. I think there's definitely been 3 different winners up there so far this year, and we're going to try to make it a 4th there on championship night and come home with a trophy. So we're going to get the fenders off this thing and get the shocks off, because those guys up there are only running Bilsteins just because of the availability right now, which I don't blame them. It keeps the cost down for everybody up there. So we're going to get this thing all stripped, and I'll probably talk to you guys here in a couple minutes. I know some people are asking me how I like these AFCOs compared to the Bilsteins. We're not good enough at Birch Run right now for me to give a true diagnosis of which ones I like better or not. I didn't feel like they made a big difference for us, and I've been hearing that from a lot of people. So To me, it seems like a higher quality shock. The one thing I will say is that they definitely can do a better job with this sticker. That was, I mean, one weekend with the spring rubbing against it, and I mean, we haven't done anything to the shock, and the sticker's already getting torn off of it there. And there's a couple other one where the top one is getting torn off of it, which isn't a super huge deal, but I know if they start checking stickers like that, I know that's been a common issue for other people, not just us, but I really hope that they can find a different way to put the sticker on there if they're going to be checking the shocks for being tampered with at nationals and other big events. So that's just kind of one suggestion that I have for them. I don't know how you would do it, if you would put the sticker up top or make a smaller sticker so that it's not as easily damaged by the spring. But just so you know, be careful. Maybe you want to put like a piece of clear tape around it so it gets the tape instead of the sticker. But that's just kind of one thing I found. So we're gonna get all these springs changed over to our Bilsteins. We're kind of on mismatched springs. I don't really think that the spring brands matter too much. They're all nowadays, they're all pretty much the same. All you really matter is if your spring rates are good. So we're gonna get plugging back away at this thing and try and see if we can figure out what was off. So we just put a little bit of grease on our ball joints and steering rack. That's something we like to do every couple races. Doesn't take too long, but it is a little bit messy. So I think we're gonna call that a night here in the shop. I got a decent amount of stuff accomplished. I got shocks changed over. Hopefully we can go through this thing and not find anything wrong. It's just kind of one of those things where you get to experimenting and down some rabbit holes, and sometimes it just doesn't pay off. Even though it may be quicker, you still may be sacrificing speed in other places. So we're gonna be plugging away at this thing. We did end up leaving this new radiator in. I think what happened was the cap went bad on the other one because it was all over the windshield right there, all over the top of the firewall, and on the bottom of the engine case. So I think what was happening was the O-ring in the cap probably went bad. So we'll close this video out. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.